Hi guys, this is Allison Pryor. I got a request to do a beach with palm trees from Deb, I think it was, and in order to get started I had to draw an idea, which I did that. I did a drawing of a beach, and then I did the painting up here, and that's the one I'm going to show you today, how to do your palm trees and your beach. So we'll get started on the plain canvas, and to get started on this one, all you have to do is get some tape and tape it off down as far as probably a third of the way. We'll tape it off with some green tape about a third of the way, which is around here. So you don't have to have perfect measurements, you just have to guess. Okay, so now what we want to do is just put a plain sky in there, nothing too complicated. And we'll get started with a big flat Bristol brush is good. There we go. And then what I was going to do was get some color in the sky. I just put some colors on my palette there, blue, yellow, and white. And I want to put some yellow starting first at the bottom, just to get some color started. There we go. So just go back and forth with some yellow. You can also put some white in there to brighten it up. Just put some white, and that'll spread it around too. There we go. So just keep putting some yellow on and white just to get the bottom of it nice and colorful. Alright. Back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Good. That's pretty simple. It's not going to be exactly the same as the one I did before. I find that every time I do a painting it's always different. I could do it 10 times and it'll still be different every time. So that's your yellow. Now load your brush with some white and put white on top. Now your brush is dirty, so you're going to get some yellow, which is good. Lots of white. Load it up. Lots of white. There we go. So put on your white. When you get that done, we'll put some blue in the sky. Okay? So let's keep going with lots of white. And all you have to do is go back and forth, back and forth. Yep, pretty simple. I like to make it as easy as I can so you can enjoy your painting instead of worrying about it. How to do this, how to do that. You can always do that later if you want to go more technical. So, there we go, we got all our white on. And now we're going to go with blue. You don't have to clean your brush. So some blue, start at the top. And that will sort of mix a bit with your yellow, and that will give it a greenish tint to it, which is kind of nice. There we go. Back and forth. More blue. Blue, blue, blue. Alright. So let's just get that on there. Work your way across, back and forth, back and forth. Go down into your yellow, it's okay. There we go. And now I'm going to get you to clean your brush. Dip it in your water. Just an old bottle of water. Tap the bottom so you can get all the color out. So it's nice and clean. And with your clean brush, just go back and forth between those two lines right here so we can blend it. There we go. That's nice. Then you work your way up to get it all evened out. There we go. It's okay for some of the blue to go down into the yellow. If you want to get that even more blended, clean off your brush again. No paint, just water. Just tap it off. And then go back up with your clean brush. Go between those lines. Back and forth, back and forth. That's pretty nice. There we go. So this is lesson 1 of our beach scene with palm trees. This is the beginning of it. And I'm going to do it in a few steps. It may take 5 or 6 steps for me to finish this. But this is step 1, and so we're doing the sky. Now if you want to put some clouds in the sky, it's okay that it's wet. Just dip your brush, same brush, into some white. And it's okay that the sky is still wet. Okay, and I'm just going to dip the corner of my brush in my paint. And I'm going to tap on some clouds. See? Just tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. Just tap all around. You get some really nice subtle clouds. We don't need anything too jumping out at you too much. Just tap. If you tap those clouds, you'll get some nice clouds. There we go. And just go across. Go up a little bit so that it looks like the clouds are different shapes. You go back over some of the ones you already did, and we can keep going across. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. Now, see how simple that was? I know you see a shine there, but when it dries, you'll be able to see it better. So if you want to highlight some of the ones you already did, clean your brush, get all the paint off, okay? Get all the paint off, and just go back and forth underneath those clouds where the yellow is, just so that they blend a bit with your sky. There we go. So I'm just going to put a little bit more white on my brush. I'm just going to tap up again. Just tap them up a little bit, just to brighten them up a little bit, that's all. Okay, so that's all you have to do. So tapping, I find, is much easier to do your clouds. Lots of other ways to do them, but we'll do the tapping now. So you don't have to have perfect measurements, you just have to guess. Okay, so now what we want to do is just put a plain sky in there, nothing too complicated. And we'll get started with a big flat Bristol brush is good. There we go. And then what I was going to do was get some color in the sky. I just put some colors on my palette there, blue, yellow, and white. And I want to put some yellow starting first at the bottom, just to get some color started. There we go. So just go back and forth with some yellow. You can also put some white in there to brighten it up. Just put some white, and that'll spread it around too. There we go. So just keep putting some yellow on and white just to get the bottom of it nice and colorful. All right. Back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Good. That's pretty simple. It's not going to be exactly the same as the one I did before. I find that every time I do a painting, it's always different. I could do it 10 times and still be different every time. So that's your yellow. Now load your brush with some white and put white on top. Now your brush is dirty, so you're going to get some yellow, which is good. Lots of white. Load it up. Lots of white. There we go. So put on your white. When you get that done, we'll put some blue in the sky. Okay? So let's keep going with lots of white. All you have to do is go back and forth, back and forth. Yep, pretty simple. I like to make it as easy as I can so you can enjoy your painting instead of worrying about it. How to do this, how to do that. You can always do that later if you want to go more technical. So, there we go. We got all our white on. And now we're going to go with blue. You don't have to clean your brush. So some blue. Start at the top. And that will sort of mix a bit with your yellow, and that will give it a greenish tint to it, which is kind of nice. There we go. Back and forth. More blue. Blue, blue, blue. Alright. So let's just get that on there. Work your way across, back and forth, back and forth. Go down into your yellow, it's okay. There we go. And now I'm going to get you to clean your brush. Dip it in your water. Just an old bottle of water. Tap the bottom so you can get all the color out. So it's nice and clean. And with your clean brush, just go back and forth between those two lines right here so we can blend it. There we go. That's nice. Then you work your way up to get it all evened out. There we go. It's okay for some of the blue to go down into the yellow. If you want to get that even more blended, clean off your brush again. No paint, just water. Just tap it off, and then go back up with your clean brush. Go between those lines. Back and forth, back and forth. That's pretty nice. There we go. So this is lesson 1 of our beach scene with palm trees. This is the beginning of it. And I'm going to do it in a few steps. It may take 5 or 6 steps for me to finish this, but this is step 1, and so we're doing the sky. Now if you want to put some clouds in the sky, it's okay that it's wet. Just dip your brush, same brush, into some white, and it's okay that the sky is still wet. Okay, and I'm just going to dip the corner of my brush in my paint, and I'm going to tap on some clouds. See? Just tap, 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 tap. There we go. Just tap all around. You get some really nice, subtle clouds. We don't need anything too jumping out at you too much. Just tap. If you tap those clouds, you'll get some nice clouds. There we go. And just go across. Go up a little bit so that it looks like the clouds are different shapes. You go back over some of the ones you already did, and we can keep going across. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. Now, see how simple that was? I know you see a shine there, but when it dries, you'll be able to see it better. So if you want to highlight some of the ones you already did, clean your brush, get all the paint off, okay? Get all the paint off. And just go back and forth underneath those clouds where the yellow is, just so that they blend a bit with your sky. There we go. So I'm just going to put a little bit more white on my brush. I'm just going to tap up again. Just tap them up a little bit, just to brighten them up a little bit, that's all. Okay, so that's all you have to do. So tapping, I find, is much easier to do your clouds. Lots of other ways to do them, but we'll do the tapping now. Brighten them up. Just go at the very tops of the clouds to brighten them up, okay? So just go a little bit of paint on your corner of your brush and pick the spots that you want to brighten up and tap, 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 tap. There we go. And that's it. So I'll leave those clouds. I'll clean my brush off. I'm just going to clean up the edges here. And that is the sky. So that's, I want to do some of those hills in the background. Up here, hills and water. So let's get started on that. And then all you have to do is put some black on your palette and some green. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a flat brush, probably a flat brush like this because it has a nice chiseled edge, and what you can do then is take your black paint and just outline the kind of a background you like to have. So we'll just make a hill like this. So we'll just draw it out first. And you can also make a little one over here if you like. You don't have to have one over here, but you can put a little one there. And then you're just going to fill it in, because we just want an idea where we want to put everything. So that's what I do. I just get the basics, the underpainting done first, and that'll help you get established what you'd like to have there. We'll just fill that in over here. All right, you can come over a little bit if you want. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, with those hills there, I'm going to put grass on those. So I'm going to get my big flat brush that we use for a sky, a big flat Bristol brush. Okay, this one here. And we are going to, I got some green and black, going to tap into your black and tap off into your palette. Tap some green in there too, so you get the two colors going together, but yet not totally mixed. And we want to have the background a little dark. So just tap off and make sure you get what comes off here. It's going to come off on your canvas. So all you have to do is another tapping motion. Tap all around the top of that hill, and that make it look like it's trees there. There we go. Just tap, 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 tap. I'm tapping the whole mountain, and I'm making sure the top, that the bristles come up, so it looks like there's bushes and trees there. Just tap around that. That's all you have to do. If you want a little bit more green, just tap into a bit of green. Tap your green in there. Okay. And the other mountain, we'll just leave that, let's see, we'll put that a brownish color. So that flat chisel brush that we have here, we'll put some brown on there. So put some brown on your palette, a little bit of white, and just brown, little tab of white. And you just fill that in. Okay, so just fill it in with your brown and your white, and you can leave the top a bit dark, and then take a bit of white and pull back to give it some shape. Pull back. Let's see if I get that brighter for you so you can see it. Move it in a little bit so you can see that. There we go. So there we go. Just pull back just so we can get a little bit of shape there. Play a little bit in here. Okay, so that looks good, and we'll take off our tape now. And there we have a pretty little top of our painting done. And now what we're going to do is we're going to mark off where we want our beach, so we'll know how far down to come with our water. So I'm just going to draw a little line here with my pen. My pen won't work. So what I'll do is I'll take my chiseled brush, my softer chisel brush. This is a sable brush. And I'm just going to put in, let's see, some blue. And I'm just going to see where I want my beach to end. There's my beach there. So I'll let my water end down around here. Good. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get a fan brush. I love doing water with fan brushes, okay? And what you're going to do first of all is take your brush and dip it into blue, both sides, run it in through blue. And then you're going to go underneath your trees and just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Okay, so just get it on there. You got it's like this, it's horizontal. And you're going to go back and forth up under your trees. There we go. And then you are going to go right across under here. And hopefully we don't go up into the sky too much. Our pretty sky. Alright, so let's just keep going with the blue right across. Right across. Uh-oh. I'm sitting down and I'm trying to reach, so I may end up making a crooked line. But if you can make a nice straight line under there, just take your time. And if you don't, so if you go up into your sky like I did, we'll probably put another little bit of a hill there. There's always ways to fix it. Okay, so we'll just go back and forth, back and forth. And if I can get that over there without making too much of a mess, I'll be doing wonderful. So there we go, back and forth. Alrighty then, I'm just going to leave that there because I'll have to fix it up after. I'm trying to reach over. So just go back and forth. Now what I want you to do now is, I want you to go in and pick up some green paint. Some green. And then go back in there again. And it's okay to go over your blue. You'll still be able to see some blue. It'll give a nice green blue look. There we go. Back and forth. That's all you have to do. Pretty simple. Go in some more green. Go up into your blue while it's still wet. We're working wet on wet. When your paint underneath, the paint you're putting on it is wet. That's called wet on wet. So, keep going with our green. This time, I want you to add some yellow. So we'll have some yellow. So now we'll go in here with some yellow. And that will brighten it up a little bit more too. So you got your greens and your yellows and your blues. There we go. We'll keep going with our yellow. There we go. Back and forth, back and forth. Long strokes and short strokes, whatever works for you. Okay? So, but long as you go horizontal, that will work for you. Go back and forth horizontally. Now you can go back in with some blue again. Fill up your brush, lots of paint to keep it moving. Okay? If your paint is giving you a hard time and it won't move good enough, just take a spray bottle and spray some water on your canvas, and then that'll help your paint move a bit better. Not too much, because what will happen is your paint will come off and you'll see the canvas and it won't work properly. Just spray a couple of spritz. Okay, and now let's go back in with some yellow. Yellow and blue. Some more yellow. Lots and lots and lots and lots of yellow. Lots and lots and lots and lots of blue. So really fill up your brush when you're painting. Just fill it up, up, up. Drag your brush right through. Pull through two sides. Okay? Makes it easier for your paint to move, and it gives you nice colors. It can be any color, yellows and blues. You know, if you want to go with ultramarine blue and cad yellow or hunter green, you know, there's all kinds of greens and yellows and blues out there. But I find this, just picking whatever blues and greens I have, makes it less expensive when you're learning. You don't have to spend a fortune on paints until you're really ready to. If you're going to do it to sell your paintings, you should use the better paints, the tube paints, and the more expensive paints. But these paints are great for learning and getting you started. So I'm just going back and forth now with yellows and blues. And probably some green if you want to put some green in there. But the yellow and blue is going to mix together and become green anyway. And I find if you add yellow instead of green, it makes it brighter. So as I come down the canvas, I'm getting it brighter. Just make it look like it's closer to you. Okay. So I might spritz it a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to put some more blue on here. Blue, back and forth with blue and yellow. There we go. I'm reaching over behind the camera here, so my strokes might be a little strange, but you just go back and forth, long strokes, and then you can put your yellows on. Yellow and blue. Yellow and blue. Nice and bright over on this side. That's okay. It'll be nice. You know, you can have it bright wherever you want it. If you run out of paint, just fill up your palette with your paints. There we go. Squirt. Okay. There we go. Some more yellow. We're almost finished this now. When we get down to the bottom of this, then I'm going to sign off because I don't want to be going on too long with it. I want you to practice and get it the way you want it, and then you can come back and do another lesson. So this is lesson 2, and when we get this part done, then I'll let you practice, and then I'll come back and do lesson 3. So I'm just going to go back and forth, back and forth. Look at that. See how that's so nice? It goes together. You put your blue on and then yellow, and then turns green, and you still got blues and yellows going on there. Isn't that nice? There we go, back and forth, back and forth. Like I say, I'm reaching, so my brush is getting squishy. That's okay. You guys just go back and forth and practice it till you get the strokes that you want. If you do it horizontal, you'll be fine. Alright, so I'm just going to finish this up here on the bottom. And then I'll come back and I'll show you how to do the rest. And it's not hard. I'll make it as easy as I can so you can have some fun. I just want you to have some fun. And I want to encourage you to paint. I want you to say, yes, I can do this. It's not so hard. I don't find it too hard. All I have to do is tap, tap, tap. Alright, so here I'm going to take my fan brush and I'm going to put a little bit of water line underneath the trees there. So I'm just going to put some white on my brush. Some white. It's a bit too much, so I'm going to wipe some of it off. And then underneath the trees, I'm going to put a water line right under there. So you just drag it over. Drag it over. It's okay. Drag it over. Drag, drag, drag. There we go. Just push that in there. And we'll put some more on the other side there. So let's put some over here underneath this little hill here. Drag it over. Drag it over. I find if you drag it and you don't move your hand, it's a little easier to get it to go through. So just take this over here and move it around. There we go. And just push it in with your water. That's it. So now you got a nice little water line up here. If you want to brighten it up, just put more paint on your brush and put some more water lines up here. Just drag it over. There we go. If you want some reflections of the trees that I have there, just go in with your black and green again. A little bit of black, a little bit of green. Tap it off into your, just tap your trees down here, just to shape, the shape that you think they are. That's right, like that. That's good, that's all you need. Just tap it around. You don't need to see very much. Okay. So that's a little bit of a reflection there. Then you take your fan brush, clean it off if there's any paint on it. Put put some white paint on the tips of it. Wipe it off a little bit. And then bring some water lines over what you just did. What I'm going to get you to do this time is take your brush this way, this vertical, and just drag the water lines over. Okay? So just drag the water lines over what you just did. There we go. And this will give it a little bit of a shimmer to your water just by dragging some leftover paint on your water. So now you can drag it here and there, put some paint on your brush, and wipe it off. And then drag, drag, drag. Try to keep it horizontal so that it doesn't look like that. So because that looks like that, I'm going to take it out. I don't like that. So anything you don't like, you can always take it out. Just go back over it again with the colors that you used. There we go, see? You make adjustments all the time. I'm going to put a bit of green in there now too. Now see? Just trying to show you that you can go back and forth with your painting and fix it here and there, make adjustments, have some fun with it. So that's that. Now we'll do our beach. And our beach is going to be brown and white. And you're going to use brown. Okay, so just some brown and white. I'm going to make a nice beige color, a nice light color. Okay, so those two colors together, and you just put them down here. Just come right up to the edge of your, you can even go into the water you just made, the edge of your water, so you can go over that. Go right into it if you like. Alright. So brown and white mixed together, make a nice beige color. And it's nice that you have some darker brown in some spots. That way you'll get some shadows. Okay? So back and forth, back and forth. Alright. I guess you're all anxious now to get to the palm trees. I know you want to skip over some of these videos to get to the palm trees. I know you are. I know I'm guilty of that stuff too. Now, just put your paint on there. I'm running out of paint, so I'm just going to put some more white paint on my palette. Alright. I think I have a little bit of brown left here. And I'm just going to put that on there. I find if you got lots of paint, it'll run smoother on your palette. And I'm going to spritz it a little bit because I'm finding it a little bit dry. And then I'm just going to put on my beach. Okay. Brown and white. You can also use brown and yellow, okay? Brown and yellow is really nice too. So you can try that if you like. So see, the beach is just coming along. Coming along. There we go. I'm just going right up into the water. We can make all these adjustments later. Just as long as you get something started. Get something started. And once you get the main parts on there, then you can make all your adjustments and play around with it for hours after. You add little rocks, you can add more trees, whatever you want to do. You can add a little boat in the water, people lying on the beach, whatever you want to do. Now I'm just going to show you this much. Get you started. See, you got all these different shadows. There we go. All these different shadows. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to add a bit more light. I added just white that time, just so we can get some different shadows. And what you can do now is you can take some brown and you can make a little spot here for our palm trees. Okay, so we're just going to make a spot for our palm trees. Now I'm going to go again and let you get that much done. And then it won't take as long to finish this. It's not too hard. So what you can do is take some brown paint and touch and pull down, touch and pull down, and they have a little hill, a little dune, sand dune. Okay, you add a bit of white and just come over to the top of that and probably lay our trees on that there. So you smooth that out on the bottom here. And some shadows, a little sand dune. There we go. And scrub it in. So you play with your beach and do whatever you think needs to be adjusted. Add more shadows. You want to add more shadows, all you do is add the brown, okay? And smooth it in. Okay, see? So easy to make shadows in your beach. And you want to add something lighter, just add some white. Get our palm trees started. We are going to pick your spot where we're going to have our palm trees, and we're going to draw them out. I got a pen. You can use a pencil or charcoal or chalk to draw out your trees first. It'll make it much easier for you. So we'll just pick a spot. Let's just say they're sitting on this sand dune, okay? So just take your pen and draw your tree trunk, and we're going to go right up into the sky. There we go. And when you get up to the top where you want to have your palms, you make a dot. Okay, just make a little dot. And then we're going to draw out some lines, probably 5. 1, just make them curved. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one palm tree. And then we're going to do another palm tree behind it. So just draw a line straight up into our sky. There we go. Make a little dot. Pull out some more lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably a little one back there. Probably another one up here. Okay, so now you have your curvy lines out. That will get you started. Now there's a few ways that you can do your palms with different brushes. So I'm going to show you a couple. But first of all, I'm going to get a smaller brush. It can be a filbert brush, or it can be a flat brush. As long as it's flat, then you're okay. So I have filbert and I have a flat. Okay, and they're both flat. Okay, so I'm just going to use, let me use my filbert, see if that works. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the brown color that you use for your beach. Alright, so you're going to mix a bit of brown together and a bit of white to make the beige color. Alright, so just take it, make your beige color nice and light. So we'll mix that one. This time I don't mind mixing it. Okay, so there we go. And then you're going to either start from the top or the bottom, whatever is comfortable for you. And I'm going to try, let me see, once I do this, if I fold it up, I'm in trouble. So I'm just going to have it touch, and then I'm just going to pull down. So that's a little bit wide. So that's okay, I got to start it now. So what you're going to do is go back over, because I ran out of paint, so it's okay. You want your brush to make those nice round trunks. So we'll keep doing it until we get it the way we want it. So just follow those lines. Up, 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 up. Yeah, it's easier to go up. Okay, so let's go up. Up, 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 up. Fill it in. We can always fix up anything that we don't like. Let's do the other one. So touch and pull. Pull, 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 pull right up. Stay on the line. That line is there to help you keep control, okay? So we will do that again. I'm going to start from the top and pull down. All right, good. Now that you got that done, then we will take our fan brush and you're going to put black paint on your fan brush to get your palm trees started, okay? So here we go. Take your fan brush and rub it through black. Pull it through the black. And you're going to use those lines to help you. So you're just going to take your line and put the fan brush on there and pull out. Just go over the line. Don't worry about the palms yet. And it's okay for them to be like that. So just pull out your lines first. Okay. So get some more paint if you need it. And then we'll do another one. There we go. And we'll do another one. So just go over those lines that you already have drawn. So that's the start of your palm tree, okay? Now the next thing you're going to do is you are going to take your fan brush and you're going to pull out these nice little, just pull, 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 push, 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 push. And do the other side. So you do both sides. Okay. Get some more paint if you need it. So what you do is you touch that line that you made and you pull out, pull, pull, pull. It's like you're flicking away. Flick, 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 flick. Because you want to get those nice lines in there so that it looks like it's palms. There we go. So you do one side and then you do the other side. Touch and push, push, push out, push out, push out, push, 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 push. See? And then that helps you get the shape of your palms. We'll do another one here. Go on top of the black line that you made and push, 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 push. There we go. So you pull it out so that it's like got these nice lines on the end there. So we'll do another one. So take your line, use your line for guide, pull out, 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 out. And your fan brush will make those lines for you. So it's a great brush for doing palm trees. Now you can also do your palm trees with a liner brush if you want. So a liner brush, or any kind of brush, but I'll just show you now with the liner brush too. So with this liner brush, you can also do it. Pull your liner brush through black, and then you use, as long as you use your line, you should be able to get some decent. So just pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. Now I find with the fan brush it's much easier, but I'm just trying to show you different ways that you can do it. So you just pull out, pull, 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 pull. So the main thing is to get those nice leaves, I guess you call them, palms. Okay, so there we go. Just get more paint when you need it. Pull out, pull out, pull, 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 out, 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 out. So that's the one with the liner brush. And you can also use a flat brush. So let's just take a flat brush like this even. And I think I like this one better. It's smaller and more flat. Got more of a chiseled edge. So chiseled edge is just your brush is really skinny and it comes together like that, like really. Because I show you, this is not a chiseled edge because all the bristles are separated. See, they're thick. Now let's try it with the flat brush. So you make your line. Like I say, I'm sitting in a funny position, so I'm kind of trying to reach. But anyway, so just pull, 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 pull out as long as you get those nice. Now the flat brush is not working as good as the other brushes that I use, but You can still use it if you get used to it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the fan brush so we can get better palms. So just fan brush. So if you like the fan brush better, whatever brush works for you, you use it. So I'm going to take my line and my lines and I'm going to go over them. Alright, so just use those lines for a guide to get it started. Alright, and then we'll do another one. Just go over your line, go over your line, go over your line. Alright, and then start pulling out your... So I'm going to go over that one again because I don't like the way that came out. See, you can go over. You don't like something, you just go back over it. Okay, now what we're going to do is the rest of our palms. So touch your line and pull. Pull out, pull out, pull out. Pull out, pull out. There we go. Out, 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 out. Good. And we'll do another one. So you got your line already made. So now you just pull away from that line. Pull away from the line, but follow the direction of the line, okay? Don't go straight up. You know, if you go straight up, that's in some case. But you really need to follow the line, the direction of the line. Makes it look like the palms are blowing in the wind. There we go. Follow that line. Follow the line. Pull out, pull out, pull out. There we go. Pull out. Good. And so you do the top and the bottom of the line, and that way it makes it nice and thick. So here we go. Like I said, I'm stretching here now, but we'll get it done. So here we go. Top of this one. Top. Push, 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 push. Remember the dot and the line. So you follow that again, and this time you don't need too much. You know, you don't want to cover up all your blacks. So if you got too much green paint on there, just take it off. And then follow the same procedure as you did before. Just pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. You leave a lot of dark there because you want to, and whatever's left over in your brush, you just move it around, okay? All right, so that's one. And now we're going to do another one. So I'm just tapping, I'm tapping into my green. I'm tapping some of it off. I don't want too much on there. So start at your little center. Pull out where you think your line is. And then pull out, pull out, pull out. The same strokes. Okay, there's another one. Tap into green, tap it off. Start in your center where your dot was. Pull down. And then pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. There we go. Just pull out some green and a little bit more green on your brush. Start at the center, pull out your line again, and then pull out. Like I said, keep a lot of black. Okay, so, and then we'll do start at the center, the line, pull out to the side, to the top. Good. So that brings it to life. So let's do the other one. So you got your center and your line. So you pick a palm. And if you need more paint, go get it. Tap it off. Okay, so touch and pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. There we go. If you lose your black, you can always go back and put some more in. All right, so start at the center, pull out your line, and pull, pull, push, push, pull, pull, pull. Same strokes that you used with your black. Start at the center, imagine where your line was, and then pull. And you'll be pulling some green on top of the black. And start at the center, pull out your line, and pull, 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 pull. Start at the center, pull out your line, pull, 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 pull. Good. Now I'll leave that with you, and then I will come back and do another video. I'm hoping to get it all done at one time, but or maybe I can put on some yellow. Let's put some yellow highlights on there. So just tap your brush into yellow, and then start at your center and put on some yellows over on top of the green. There we go. Some yellows. Good. And you just do exactly the same thing, except this time you're putting on yellow. And that will be your highlights on top of the green. And that will make it nice and bright. There we go. Some more. And we'll do some more over on the other side. So touch and pull. Touch and pull. There we go. Get your line. Push out, push out, push out, push out. And some more paint. Touch your line. Pull out some yellow. Good. Don't have to be perfect because they're blowing in the wind. And all right, so pull out some yellows. Good. And another one here. Pull, 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 pull. More squiggly and up the better because it makes it look more realistic. So there's those palm trees. Losing my voice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over those trunks. Okay. So go over those trunks again with the same brush that you used before. And straighten those up. So let's get some brown and white. Let's go back over those again, just to thicken them up a bit more. Not thicken them up, but like thicken up the paint a bit more so that it looks more, because I can almost see through it there. Let's just get that on there. All right, there we go. Good. And yeah, the paints get in my throat sometimes. All right, let's get this on. Thicken it up. Down, 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 down. Good. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your palette knife. I'm just going to use a little palette knife like this. And I'm going to drag it through my black so I can get a line of black on there. Might tap it off a little bit if it's too much. And then I'm just going to tap on the edge of this palm tree trunk. Just going to tap it on. Just touch the very end there. Just touch. And then pull it over. There we go. So just touch. And if you need more paint, go and get it. So touch. And so come down. And we'll touch the end of the line here. And when you get the paint on there, pull it over. Touch the end of the line. Pull over. If you need more paint, go and get it. All right, we'll touch and pull, touch, get it on there first, okay, and then you can see where it's to, and then pull it over. And that'll be your shadows on your trunk. All right, we'll do the other side, and then we'll come back and we'll finish it up. So touch the end of the line and pull in. All right, it's probably a little more darkness up under the trees here. As you get down to the bottom, it'll spread out. So just touch, touch, and pull. Get your black on there first and pull. Touch and pull. Some more. Good. Okay. Touch the end of the line and pull. Touch and pull. Touch and pull. Get some black on. Okay. Makes it look so much nicer. Sand dune. So we're going to put some little bits of grass and nice little things there. So I'm just going to dip my fan brush, okay, my fan brush in some green. And I'm going to just tap on a little bit of grass and some nice little things going on here just to brighten it up. So I'm just tapping it on like that. Tap, tap, tap. I might tap on some coming down over the sand dune. Coming out a little bit. And then I'm going to throw on some yellow on top of that, okay? So I'm just going to tap it on. There we go. Tap that on over the green. And that'll give you some color right there. Okay. That's wet on wet, all right? Wet on wet. You can also take some green and some yellow together on your fan brush, and you can pull out some, just touch and pull like that. Pull up, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull up, pull up, tap. Good. Now, next one we're going to do is our big old flat bristle brush, okay? And we're going to take some black and green, so I'm going to tap into some green or tap into some black. There we go. And then we're going to put some little bushes just down here, just so that we can have, let's see, let's start over here. Just tap, 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 tap. Just tap away, going across. And you come over as far as you want, and you can have them as high as you want or as low as you want. And you can tap. I made them smaller here. And just tap around. And you put some here if you like. And those simple little trees there, little bushes. And I'm going to take my liner brush, and I am going to take my liner brush. If I can find it for you. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So you clean it off, make sure it's nice and clean, and then you are going to pull it through some green, and you're going to pull up, just if you want to, get some water there. So you're just going to pull up a few little these, if you like that, and the same as you did for your palm trees, just pull out a few little lines here, just to get on both sides, just to make it look different. Make it look like it fits in with the palms. There we go. Good. And then you can add a bit of yellow on top of that. Hopefully you can see this. I know it's shiny. Just add some yellow. Perfect. Now, I'm not going to do much else with it. I don't think it needs too much more. I mean, you can put some shadows in here if you want. Just get your flat sable brush, and you can add a little bit of brown, a little bit of white. Go back over that again if you want to put some shadows, or make some, just to make it look more realistic. Just put some white on top of that, just to straighten it out, make it look nice. Okay, so you can do that. Just add some shadows, spread it around. You can add rocks. You can add all. I'm not going to put too much in here now. I think we've done with this painting, and I want you to do whatever you want with it. I might add a little bit of a shadow, a little gray. So I'm going to put a little bit of black and white together, and I'm going to make a shadow, just a little one, just right here, just to say that maybe the palm is in there. Just a little shadow, that's all. So I don't see anything else that I need to do. I can see lots of things I like to do, but I mean, you can have more water lines here. You could have some water coming up on the beach, but I'm going to leave that for now. And I'm going to say that this painting is finished. And if you have any questions or you need any more help, you just email me. And I'll do my best to help you, and I hope you really enjoyed this painting. I really hope that you have fun. And if you get a painting done like this, send it to me. I love to see it. People send me their paintings all the time, and I'm just amazed by them. They're so beautiful. Maybe I'll put some of them up for you so you can see them. So that's it for now from Allison Pryor. Happy painting, and I'll see you. Probably I have a few more requests to do other paintings, and I hope to get them done. So I'll see you soon. Have a great day.